Welcome back to Quincy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining us for the LFC Vibes. I'm in the barber shop. I got the great honor to have the Kennel with me. Kennel Zub, how you doing, sir? Man is working on his mic. He will be joining us. Oh, you good? He will be joining us very soon. But please, before, share, subscribe, like. Don't forget a notification bell, please, so that you could get everything that we do, because YouTube will push it out like 2-3 weeks later. So please share, subscribe, and like, and don't forget a notification bell. But we got the Kennel back with us. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I drove into a little dark spot there on Earth, man. Jeez. So that you went live as well, you know. Yeah. I was thinking of a great entry line, like, yo, Buzzy, man, not in the barber shop, but I'm on the stereos. Turn me up. You know, something like that. But yeah, I drove into a bad connection spot. So I'm like, damn, man, I messed that all up.
No, that's good, man. That's good. That's good, man. That's good. How's work, man? How was work today?
Work is calm, but the work at the house, Quasi? I told you a bit in the back. No, I told you a bit before we went live, but let me tell you what I figured out after you ran the intro.
Yeah.
If I get a quote on what it takes to maintain my yard, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to sleep good at night, because if the guy says, oh, $50 to take care of the yard, son.
Yeah.
The amount of work he's going to be doing is worth way more than $50, because I did it. I would
I think
it's $300 for the yard. I'm gonna be like, bro, that's not in the budget still. You know what I mean?
It's not in the budget.
It's not in the budget. Like, I want to say I don't want to overpay. I don't want to pay what the yard is worth, but I don't want to underpay someone to fix it up as well. It's hard work, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Quasi. It's hard work, man.
It takes special kind of people to really love doing these kind of things. And I like I said, in the winter, the leaves goes on the ground. I picked them up. I know I have 2-3 weeks to take care of that before the rain makes it worse. But then when it grows, man, I had to ask somebody to come cut it, because my mower and my weed whacker was not strong enough. So they it's crazy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Quasi. So that's what's going on. Work is calm. Work is good. You know, I'm blessed to be able to have the capacity to study and elevate myself to a level where it's calm. You know, it has its days, but it's calm. The yard, I don't know what level I'll get to where the yard is calm unless I hire a staff, bro. So
what's the name? We got Hollywood Rock out here asking us if we heard Kendrick's response. I just kind of heard a little bit on TikTok.
Hey, don't play with me, man. Quasi, I'll jump off this to go listen to Kendrick and come back in. But I'll stick with that. I'll stick around. But Quasi, mark my words. If by the time this stream ends, the Kendrick is no longer on the internet.
Oh my goodness.
It's up for you, bro. It's on site for you. I'm pissing you on every stream, blaming you for letting me not hearing that. But I think it'll still be there. So you're safe, Quasi.
You know, they'll be there. He and Drake about to go at it. I think I heard a little.
Don't ruin it now. Don't ruin it for me. I'll check it out later, man.
No, check it out later. The verse that I heard, Kendrick has a flow.
Yeah.
So you enjoy. But let's move on. Let's move on.
What's going on? What's the talk in the shop today, man?
No, today I got a few agendas, right? We will talk about it towards the show, because it's going to be a serious campaign for the whole summer. And FSG and Edwards has to make it happen. Otherwise, I'm jumping on the FSG out campaign all summer.
Whoa. Quasi, calm down.
Yes, sir.
Respectfully. You know this season ain't finished.
True. But we already.
But you're here. No, but you're printing flyers and posters for next season's campaign.
I'm starting early, man. But
you don't know how the season is gonna end. Why waste the manpower and the labor and the man hours to post posters. We don't even know who the candidates are for next season.
So this is what I do. I know that the manager's leaving. I know that new CEO of football and new director of football and assistant director of football and a bunch of other people have come in.
But you don't know who's staying player-wise and who's going.
No, that's what I
coming.
do. True, but we know certain players have their contract. It probably will not be renewed, right? But we need.
I'll try my best to entertain the conversation, but I just want you to know, man, when you said agenda, bro, this is propaganda. But like you've went up a level with this one. There's agendas and propagandas. I feel like this one is a propaganda.
No, it's going to be a propaganda. I'm just going to campaign to others. How do they say? Put it into the universe so that it comes real. That's what I'm going to be doing.
So you're trying to manifest a propaganda. Hey,
yes.
Run it. Listen. Bro, it's kind of early. You're not even doing it in the off season. You're like, Bunny, we'll just
we start early
this season.
We know that we are in the Champions League, right? After Spurs losing and Aston Villa drawing, put us in the Champions League. Whether we come in third or fourth, it doesn't matter. Man U's not catching up. Yes.
You know what's a good agenda? What if we get fined for all of the loose comments we've been making on the referees messing up? What if we're not supposed to call that out and we get fined for that?
No, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people, but interestingly, you talk about the ref. Guess what Howard Webb said today? And I posted it on my Twitter. Big up yourself, John Thomas. Big up Hollywood Rock. We got Alexander DeLos, who's in the building. And it seems like he's a Mo Salah fan. So he's out here jumping up and down, doing jumping jacks, talking about Mo Salah. The man walking to the barber shop just singing, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. The refs, Howard Webb said, moving forward, the refs are going to explain what the VAR called, the reason why the VAR decision was made, which I think is a good step forward. But these fans are not going to shut up for you to talk. So, but we will at least have an inkling. And if it doesn't make sense, it's going to have a lot of questions to be asked after the match. Because, everybody thinks that they know the rule book more than the people who actually using it or who are officiating. So I think that's also a good thing that's coming up in football. But let's jump up into my propaganda agenda, Zoo. I'm going to present something. I hope you could see it. I'm going to share a screen. Where is my screen? Let's make sure I don't screw up and show certain big things, One, no. Where are you? Okay. So this is what I want to share. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see them three gentlemen?
I recognize the two at the end.
So
the one in the middle is that Ajax.
So the one in the middle is Musiala, Jamal Musiala from Bayern Munich.
Wait, who's the red and white? The other red and white.
With the dread, that's Nico Williams. He's also from the countryman.
Inaki brother.
Inaki's brother.
Yeah,
yes,
Inaki.
Yes.
Oh, so you got Inaki, Musiala, and Isak.
Isak, yes.
All right. Let me hear what you saying now.
You see what this propaganda, they say you need to start it early so that the Lord, hallelujah, will bless me. Because when one or more people agreed on things, I'm out here preaching, the Lord delivers. So these three gentlemen, Colonel, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
At Liverpool?
before I can think anything, I need to know where this is going. Are you saying any one of these and the prayer is answered, or you're saying, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Per I would say rumors that the Junos who said they are in the know said that Liverpool are going for two positions for sure is a center back and a wide man, right? So Nico Williams is a wide man, so that's a possibility. Now with the upcoming new manager who we know plays 4-2-3-1, he plays with number 10. So I'm saying we need a number 10. We can't rely on Carvalho and say, oh, he's tearing up in the Champions League, so he's going to come to the Premier League and do the same. We thought so before he came to Liverpool. It didn't work. So many factors was the reason why it didn't work, right? So that's fine. Now, we know we need a goal scorer. An out and out dog who just all he knows is to put the ball in the back of the net. And right now, we're not going to get the Haaland. I will choose Isak. Yes, he does get injured quite a bit, but the new manager, I think, is not going to have him be doing what our strikers were doing, which was running all over the place instead of putting the ball in the back of the net. Right? So with these three gentlemen, if we could get all three, then I know Liverpool is, I'm starting to say we winning the league. The quad is back. The real quad this time because we got Champions League.
Why don't you take Musiala off this list?
So take Musiala off.
Yes, because we're not short midfielders.
Okay.
We have an abundance of midfielders. Here's why I'm telling you to take Musiala off the list. I don't mind your agenda, Quasi, but it has to make sense. Okay. I'm not here to challenge your opinion or your propaganda or agenda. This has to make sense.
Right.
The only reason I'm saying taking Musiala off, Quasi, are you telling me Jones, Elliott, Carvalho, and Trent will not be in the midfield next season? And the reason why I'm saying not be in the midfield, bro, we don't need, think about the names I've given you. I've given you 4, right? Musiala makes 5, and I haven't even mentioned the other ones. So that can't make sense. It can't make sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Nunes, the 5 attackers we have now, even if they stay, there is room for one bad boy. Make sense?
Yeah.
So I will allow your winger or your striker because we play with 3 and we only have 5, right? So there's room for actually one more. Whether he's the bad boy or he's the apprentice, there's room for one more. So that's why I said I'll allow the other 2, but midfield, unless you're telling me who's leaving or where the room is going to be made, I think midfield is a stretch.
Yeah.
Unless you was bringing me a bad boy 6. Make sense?
Yeah.
And Musiala isn't a bad boy 6 now.
Well, he's an attacker, so he's not. The 6, I think, on the 6 side.
But that's because that's what we're lacking. Is a bad boy. The only 6 we have is Endo.
Right.
No one else is a 6. I'm pretty sure you're not going to accept Musiala coming in playing in a double pivot. Are you?
No, he's not going to be with a double pivot. So the double pivot. So, go ahead.
So we have to take him off. Now, that's the other 2.
Yeah.
If you get one of them, would you be okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's a step up. It's a step in the right direction. Because because with the news that Mo Salah might stay, right? You get any of them, you're still rolling, right?
Especially if we get Williams, because then Salah can start, Williams can cook. If Williams is cooking, Salah through the middle ain't a bad option.
You see what I'm saying? Because
the Isak one now, Quasi.
Yeah.
You know me, bro. You threatened the owners, so as the admiral of that army, I'm gonna have to talk to you. We're gonna have to sit down before war breaks out.
No, I mean,
Quasi, you're premeditating war in the summer against my army. This is not no barbershop talk. This is the pre-war. This is us trying to hash out the fine lines before innocent women and children get slandered on the internet.
No. You are correct. You are definitely correct. We just trying to send a message to the owners that we support.
No. You're trying to send a message to me, and then it gets to the owners. Because you have to ask me.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm telling you right now, Quasi, the only way you're getting Musiala, you're letting 4 of your midfielders go, or at least 2 of them go. So if you're not willing to compromise there, forget about Musiala. So to get Musiala, 2 out of the 4 midfielders I told you about is going to have to leave.
Right.
All right. For you to get a sack, this is what Inaki. I'll give you his brother. I'll give you that. Right.
Yeah.
That's a target and a half. You know what I'm trying to say? So, God, if you get that, I need you to be signing up for it if you get that.
Yeah.
All right. Isak, we're gonna have to compromise on Isak though.
Why? Explain.
Isak is equivalent to Jota.
That is the thing that I'm looking at. So allow me to see if.
So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We already have Gakpo and Diaz. What's the point of getting Isak and Jota? So would you sacrifice Jota and keep Nunes and go for Isak?
Well, I will go into the diplomatic way that the heel by the name of Savage, the legend, said. If somebody comes in for Jota or Nunes, I'm not gonna say no.
No, Quasi. It's not about what the next man said or what he thinks.
Yeah.
The question for you is, you notice I didn't say sell Nunes.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Jota and Isak is not a combo that you want to have. They're the same players. If they get kicked in the wrong degree, they're injured. So they're the same player. They are lethal. They're just the fitness cannot be relied upon in a challenging season.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
You can't.
So
have
you
both
can't have Jota and Isak. So it's either one or the other. So if you're keeping Jota, you're basically telling me you don't want Isak. If you want Isak, you're basically telling me you don't want Jota, which means you're keeping Nunes. So we're back at the same place. So I'm not disrespecting your targets. They actually don't work with our squad. 2 of them at least don't work with the current squad. Are you willing to throw away those 2 targets, Quasi? Because it feels like you're going to be going to war for no reason. I don't want to see you fighting over water when water's free. Don't tell me you're fighting over air. We don't regulate air. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So
if you're fighting, fight for a good cause is what I'm saying.
Yes. So this is how I'm looking at it. The manager's coming. He plays at 10. So we have Jones, who could play at 10 or 8, right? In a double pivot.
Elliot as well.
Elliot, I think maybe with the new manager, I think they will push him out wide.
No, but Elliot actually effective as a 10. Trent plays best as a free range 10. Salah can play the 10 as well. Gakpo can play the 10 as well. What I'm saying is the Musiala shout for that 10 because Carvalho plays a 10.
But how
McAllister can play a 10.
Right. But we know
what I'm trying to say to you, that position in the 10, we don't use it, and we have about 6 men that can run in it.
Right. So that 10 part, yes, that one will be tough to convince Edwards to say, hey, look at that position again. Because you didn't mention Szoboszlai, who I think will be the number 10 moving forward.
Quasi, all of our midfielders except Hendo can play in the 10.
Yes. So now,
why would we go and buy a 10?
I was trying to see if somebody was going to leave. If somebody's going to leave in the midfield, I know it's a brand midfield.
Somebody, Quasi. We have a lot of 10s. Even if 2 men leave, that still leave us with 6 10s.
And remember, we're losing Thiago, right?
But he's not a 10.
No, he's not. But like you said, most of the players that we have in those midfield can play 8 or 10, right? Most of them, majority of them. So bringing another, and Musiala also can play at 8. Actually,
I don't know, Quasi. I think we're doing the round pegs and square holes. Let's just go get an out 6 that can play double pivot as well. I think that should be the target. So before you come to the war table next time,
Yeah. But we're not done yet.
I have
because
better
now,
reasons for going to war. If you're going to war for Williams, I'll support that, even though I'll be on the other side. But I just don't want to. I just don't want to shoot you down over a 10 when we have 8 10s. That's not a war you're gonna win. And then your striker, we already have a guy that's equivalent to him.
But there's the difference, though. The one that we have, when he gets injured, it takes a long time for him to get back.
Bro, I'm not gonna be here splitting hairs about who comes back a game faster than the other when they both missing almost the same amount of games.
No, I think Isak tends to come back quicker. I mean, he is a fragile player.
Yeah, but he's getting injured. That means he's getting injured more frequently. At least when Jota goes down, he's only down once. But at one time he's down might be 3 to 5 months. where Isak, he'll come back next week, but he's out again for another 2. Then he'll come back, then he's out again for another 2. So he's.
But he'll give you the goals that you need.
I don't know, Bossy. That one is tough. I think it's what you want on the day.
Yeah, what you want on the day. That's true. That's true. Depending on who you're playing. Now, you mentioned Nunes. Do you keep Nunes?
Well, it's not about me. It's about you, because you came with the agenda. And I'm telling you right now, Isak and Jota with no Nunes does not work. Because there's a chance both of them is going to be out.
At this point, I'm in the camp of let's give Nunes 1 more year. Maybe.
So if you're giving Nunes 1 more year,
I'm giving you.
Would you want to get Isak? Would you want to get Isak, Nunes, and Jota?
Well, there's a possibility that they're saying Diaz might move on.
Okay, but Gakpo just steps right in there, so it's not like that's missing anything.
Right. So you have Gakpo on the left. You could also play Nunes on the left. Jota, I'm hoping the new manager, if Jota stays.
So would you go Nunes and Isak?
Up top, because Nunes do the dog work on the left.
Yeah, would you want to go on Nunes on the left, Isak to the middle? That can work, right?
Yeah, and then you put Nico on the right. That's a lot of speed. You see what I'm saying? And you could put Salah in them.
Now you're trying to get Isak and Nico. Wait, what are you doing here? We're switching up the conversation.
No, because you said you would give me Nico, right? You said you give me Nico because that's the guy that we.
Yeah, but then you're asking for Isak as well. I said we only got room for 1 in the front 3.
Okay, so we keep it. All right, then we keep. I'll keep Isak.
Okay, I see what you did. I apologize. We have room for 1. And you filled it with Nico, but then you subtract Diaz, so then you're getting Isak. I got it. I apologize. I wasn't following all the way. I'm just trying to make sure the budget is budgeted. I was trying to make sure the budget was budgeted. I didn't subtract Diaz numbers. I apologize. But it's subtract. Okay, that's calm.
You see what I'm saying?
So is that what do you rate that transfer window though, Quasi? Don't give me this BS about it's only a 6 out of 10 because we didn't fix anywhere else.
Okay. What was Liverpool problems this year? Leaking goals and not scoring enough goals, right? You get Nico and you get Isak. That alone is a 7 out of 10 without even talking about the other positions that you need to take care of.
So what gets you to the 10? Let's get to that.
No, if I get to the 10.
Unless you're telling me a 6. Unless you're telling me a 6, a left-footed center back.
Yeah. I'll give you the center back.
You might need to revise your stats.
I need a center back. Definitely need a center back. I'll give you wherever you want. We need a center back.
No, you have to, bro. You're talking. So who you have back there? You didn't have anybody back there?
Well, there's a gentleman that I've been following. I'm not sure yet if he can play left side center back because in the team that he is, there's a left side center back already, right?
Who you talking?
Usman Diamante.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? And he is.
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad shout. I just don't think it'll be one of them shouts that can rejuvenate some of the fans.
Well, because we're gonna lose Matip. With that injury, I don't think they're gonna sign him back.
Is it safe to say Kwanzaa equates Matip?
I think Kwanzaa is the younger version of Matip right now. He's not the experienced version yet, because that would take
No. The experience of Matip cannot be understated. Matip was a wonder kid. A lot of people forget that. What I'm saying is, as far as replacing Matip, that can be Kwanzaa. But to improve upon Kwanzaa,
you need another monster.
But then are we saying Kanate or Joey on the out?
Joey is going to be the Milner of the team, where he is everywhere we need to be, just like we use him.
Okay, so Joey's safe. So basically we're saying VVD or Kanate out? Or we're saying Kanate out? Because to have a guy in front of Kwanzaa, he would have to be very reliable. We can't rely on VVD's leadership. So that's the only area we have to question. And then Kanate, we can't rely on his fitness and his awareness, because he ball watches. So when he is fit, he ball watch from time to time. So which one of those two are you replacing?
But there's the thing, though. We already a center back shy this season.
No, we're not.
Yes, Matip injured. You are only VVD, Kwanzaa, and Konate. You need 4 of those. And like I said, we know that right now, Matip will be.
But bro, that's right. But Joey's there.
But Joey is the utility for the fullbacks.
So we're moving Joey from center back to fullback now?
Yes, I'm gonna use him as a full backup for the fullback, because I'm sure people.
Are you doing that just so you keep center back and not get another actual fullback?
I think a left back will be more preferable for me.
That's why I'm asking, because I'd rather upgrade the left back and leave Joey as a center back.
Okay.
Because we already got Trenton Bradley on the right.
On the right, yeah. And then on the left back, I think Simicas, I'm sorry, brethren, but it's time to move forward. If you bring another one, whether the person an established or an up and coming, where that person can challenge Robo straight away, I don't mind, right? So now, if you bring a left back in, then it doesn't matter who the center back is, right?
I think if you get a left back, the center back position is calm with or without my team.
Okay. So are you sure that you are comfortable with those 3 center backs being healthy for the whole season? Because last time,
it's only 4, bro. It's 4. Joey is a center back.
Okay, I got you.
Why we going off the one season acting like Joey ain't a center back?
Okay, so I got you. So now we're good on that side. Then we're looking at at number 6, an out and out.
Quasi, what do you play? FIFA?
No. Because we need.
Because let me ask you a question. If you're telling me we get Williams, Diaz leaves, and you get Isak, that is automatically a 7.
Yeah.
And you say Simicats leave, and you get an able body that can challenge Robbo. You're telling me that's not a 10 out of 10 window? What are you gonna say? It's an 8.25?
No. We see, didn't let me finish. Because
you said you're trying to address the 6. I'm trying to see why you want to get a 6. If we're at 7 out of 10 with the attack, you get a left back. Where are we? Before we go to the 6, I just need to know where are we.
We are 9.
9?
Yeah.
9.5 at least, Quasi.
You give it because, like you said, we need a solid 6 who can challenge or who could go total. I mean, who it can be an established one. We're not trying to build a new one.
All right. Let's backtrack 1 quick second before.
Yeah.
Ignore the defensive thing.
Okay.
So we've made no improvement in the defense. We're at 7 out of 10 with the attack. If we get a starting 6 over Endo, and we know what Endo can do.
Yeah.
Does that take us to 10 out of 10 window?
With able 6, I'll still get to the 9 because I want those positions taken care of. It'll get me to
Quasi, you know what? This is definitely an agenda. I would still take 9 out of 10 from you. No. I will still take the 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But you can fight all you want. 9 out of 10. No one is going to believe you.
9 out
no
of 10
one is praying with you.
9 out of 10 is possibly winning us the league. You know that, right?
So basically, what I've gotten from you is Isaac Williams.
Yeah.
A starting 6 or a challenging left back gets us a 9 out of 10.
No. All those.
Hey,
you say, the 4 that you mentioned.
I'm saying either or. Yeah.
Oh, either or.
Yeah, remember the 6 in the left back was either or on both of them. You said, yeah, because you said if it's the left back, it's only a 9. You said if it's a 6, it's still only a 9. I was trying to get 10 out of 10, but you said it's only going to be a 9. So with your 2 attackers and a 6, or your 2 attackers and a left back, 9 out of 10 window. I'm good with that still, Quasi. You can argue this with anybody. I'm good. I'm not gonna. What kind of agenda you have, bro? 'Cause I'm good with
No. But a 9 out of 10, that is 90%, brother. That is 90%. You add one more.
Quasi, you was gonna push it though and try to get a left back and a 6. I heard you.
That will give me a 10. That will give me a 10. That will give me a 10 because then you'll be like, Quasi, shut up and just support. Don't complain whether they play well or not. Be quiet and see what happens.
Whether they play well or not. So what are they Nunes up the place? or Sabasa up the place and give away the ball and that?
Yeah, because that's my agenda, right? It was my agenda that got them there, and now I'm about to complain about getting those people there. No, I can't complain.
You know what, Quasi? That is very respectable of you to respect that your agenda got them there.
So so I can't complain. That's it. I will sit back and let the manager try. And next year, if it doesn't work, then you fired.
Will there be acceptance upon the players you put in? So I know you put up Williams. Is there another winger where you're like, you know what? It's not Williams, but good enough. Still get the points. Maybe like a Elise.
You see, that's the part, especially if you bring in Isaac and Olise, those injuries worries me.
What about a Bailey? Remember, you still have Salah, who's, for the most part, has been good unless man kick him in his knees.
Right. So Salah right now
is still there.
I think moving forward, if Salah is going to stay, I like your idea of him coming through the middle.
What about Leon Bailey? Leon Bailey over Williams still get the same amount of points Williams was going to get.
But you see, with Bailey you also have Isaac, Jota, and Bailey. That's muscles that is kind of like tricky.
All right. Let's go tried and tested, non-debated, ever respected Jared Bowen.
I'll take Jared. If the manager is going 4-3-3, I would take Joe for sure.
So basically, if you don't get Williams and you get Bowen, the same points applies.
Yeah, with Isaac through the middle or Jota through the middle, yeah, because this manager is not going to play a false 9. So the striker is going to stay out.
All right, let's focus on Isaac. I'm trying to see which striker gets us the same points. Because I don't want men bent out of shape talking about they wanted specific man. Openda, you know about Openda?
Who? Openda from... Is that a guy from Luton?
Nah, you have to do your research on that one there.
I need to find who it is.
Let's see.
I would take
Ivan Toney.
See,
over Isaac. Does he get the same points that Isaac would have given us? He's robust, injury-free. I mean, he might be gambling.
That's why I didn't want to go there. Allegedly.
he might get suspended for thumping man up, but it's not an injury.
Allegedly, he will go for 6 months as suspension. These guys will come in and out. Right? Now, I would take your boy, though.
Who?
Watkins.
No, it's Ensman boy. So Ensman Watkins gives us the same points as Isaac, is what you're saying?
I think he's the closest to Isaac than most people think.
What about the wonder kid, tried and tested? Solanke.
Well, I know if I say this, you're gonna use it against me. You are the one who usually say don't go back for your ex-girlfriend.
Bro, I'm just trying to see when we get the striker that doesn't name Isak, if you're gonna be bent out of shape. So I'm trying to, see where you're at, who's equivalent to him now. Because I don't want when we get whoever, you're saying, oh, he's levels off of it. Nah, I need to know.
Solanke, I don't know. Solanke, the only reason why is not Solanke. No Solanke. Because the pressure is going to be on him, and Liverpool fans, I know how they are. You know what I mean?
What about Osimhen?
Osimhen is going to PSG, so we're not going to be able to afford him right now. Because his salary was.
But we sell Diaz. Remember, your plan was in contention with Diaz.
Okay. I'll take Osimhen. I'll take Osimhen with the 4-2-3-1. That's the striker you need like that. The old school Bruce Didier Drogba type, right? I'll take him. Anybody else? Yo, big up to the man them in the chat while Zubair is looking for his list of strikers that he will possibly want to come to Liverpool. Let's chat up to some brethren in the building. John Somers has thoughts on Adidas being our new kit supplier. This thing, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but a lot of people are believing that it is true. And the numbers that I saw saying that it's going to be more than Man City and Arsenal, and it's going to be 80 million. That does not make sense to me because Nike paid Liverpool 130 because of how the deal was structured. So if Liverpool is going to leave Nike and go to Adidas, it better be in the 150 million range before that deal is even broken. So Adidas, they played us when we were bad. They didn't know us. Now that we're doing well, they want to come to us. Shout out to Mike Jones. You know what I mean? So they do make good jerseys. I mean, their kits are usually great. One of the best Liverpool uniforms are Adidas made. I think New Balance also can challenge them when it comes to design, but Adidas pay more. So if it's Adidas, I'm expecting us to make way over 100 million. Way over 100 million. Anything below 100 million, I have questions for whoever came up with that deal. But we understand that Adidas is doing this because Nike stole Germany from them. So, but your question, I don't mind. Adidas makes good design, but they have to pay us 150 for leaving us in the dust when we were struggling. And now you coming up, Nike already paid us 130, 150. That's what I'll go with. If not, it cracks. Big up yourself, John, for this question. Appreciate you. Realism was saying that Newcastle not selling Isak. Newcastle has to sell a couple of their superstars because of financial fair play or sustainability. They are in the red right now. So they have to make one of their superstars has to go. And I think Isak is made for the Champions League. Next year's Newcastle is not in the Champions League. So we have to, there's a possibility that he's going to go. And there is not just Liverpool who are looking at him. Arsenal is all looking at him. Exactly, Hollywood. Isak going to Arsenal, especially if they win the title. If Arsenal gets Isak, they become dangerous. Yes, he's not always durable like Watkins and all, but Isak, giving them the chances that Arsenal were creating, the chances that Liverpool were creating, you put it on the plate for him, it's in the back of the net. So if I was Edwards and Richard Hughes and Isak is available, I'm sorry, you should be in the conversation. Remember, you have to be in there. Exactly my point. We cannot, Liverpool cannot allow that to happen. But Zubair, you're back.
I saw that comment about the Nike and the Adidas, or going back to Adidas. Is that really true though, or is it just talk?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen any publication that has officially said it's gonna happen. It was a rumor that one of the business publication put out. Nobody else. I haven't seen James Pierce or Owenstein or any of those big guys say anything about it. So I'm not fully sure about it yet. So I'm not gonna be hanging my hat on that news yet. But a lot of people are talking about it. You see some of the people making I mean, people are saying it's from 25, 26 season, but still last time we heard anything from Nike, they were getting ready to re-up the new contract. So
would you prefer having one consistent contract, whether it goes good money wise or not? And then with the Nike deal, it forced me to start buying Nike products because I can't wear Adidas socks. I wear Adidas. All of my soccer boots and that, they're all Adidas. And then we got the Nike deal, so now I'm like, I got Liverpool Nike on with Adidas socks and Adidas boots. And I'm like, I'm not buying new boots. Then I ended up buying the Nike boots. So now if I'm going back to Adidas, I got to go back and buy Adidas boots. Like, listen, man, I need this money for my lawn budget, so I can't be twerking back and forth, bro.
I mean, stay consistent.
Yeah, bro. So now I got Adidas Liverpool kit, and now I got Nike's Liverpool kit. Like, bro, I'm not a thought, bro. I'm not all over the place, bro. I'm very consistent with my gears. I've been wearing Crocs for 30 years, bro.
Wearing Crocs. But I mean, do you have a prep? If it's true, let's just entertain the idea a little bit.
Bro, if it's true, I'd rather them stay with the current. And if it is also true and they're going to switch, don't switch again. Don't be hitting man with no Pumas 3 years down the road or bringing Nike back. Like, bro, just be consistent, man. Right. What I said, don't be going back to the chick. Yeah, bro, you left her, fam. That's
what I mean? You left me when I was down too. That's what I'm questioning. If Nike comes, maybe Adidas have given out, have sent us what you call it, an estimate, right? They'll be like, hey, if you leave Nike, we'll pay you this. Nike can also come back. So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that we are switching to Adidas.
Oh, not one of them. Nah, not one of them. If you leave promotions, those are good, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, because of how the deal was structured with Nike, it wasn't just there's the base fee plus.
Yeah, if you leave promotions are normally good. You get a good perk, like, if you leave that contract,
there's 130 million they paid. So if Adidas is coming, man, you better give us 150 minimum for us to even sit on the table and then talk about every other thing else. You know what I mean? And you never know. Nike might show up and say, you know what, we'll give you 180. And then we keep the current situation going on.
I don't know.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And as long as the football on the pitch is well, we're going to make more money. But back to the situation we were talking about. You were mentioning another striker that you said after Solanke. You said Osimhen, right?
So we'll pull off the.
Osimhen? I'll take Osimhen if we can. The very network is failing him. He'll be back. Oh, there he is. Let me close this one.
Wait, how I got so many Zubiris in here?
Because it probably went out and then there it is. You're here. Yeah, it's much better.
Clone me in here, man. So was that the only agenda you had?
No, that's my agenda because I want us to, usually we sit back and say, hey, let the FSG or the club take care of business. But once in a while, it's good to have a wish list, you know what I'm saying? So that is my wish list. And I'm like, if you give me 2 out of those 3, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm like, I'm back to the quad. I don't care what people tell me. I'm jumping slot. You better give me the quad. You can't have this list and not do anything.
Bro, sound like you're gonna be flat out.
Oh no, no. I'm right here with slot. You know, I'm right there with the slot. I think people and we need to have this conversation. People don't understand that football is changing, right? Football is evolving. People like Klopp and Pep, they've done their job. They evolved the game. At one point, they were the it. You know, if you're in high school or whatever, you got an it group. Eventually, that it group is going to grow old and they have to move on. And there will be a new crop of it coaches who are coming out. And I think...
I think you're the one that don't respect that, because there's a Euros before the next season starts. So there could be somebody you're not thinking about that impress you in the Euros. There's 3 games left. There could be somebody that have a pretty decent last 3 games and then go to have a wonderful Euros. So what I'm saying is, I feel like your wish list is too early. I think you should at least wait to see what happens in the Euros, bro.
But
you know what I mean? There might be some, Conca Bull or Conca Calf guy who steps up. You know what I'm trying to say? And impress you. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of games to be played with the last 3 games and before the new season starts, before you should be saying those are the 3 you want.
And I'll tell you why. Usually, I'm very skeptical about tournament players. They do well in the tournament, and then when you bring them tournament is just a short period of time. League,
we're in 3 tournaments separate from the league, so you can just buy them for tournaments.
But we know
that does make sense. If you see a man, he does good in 1 tournament, we're in 3. Surely he's gonna bang in 1 of the
3. But we play ball league games and tournament games.
But Quasi, 1 trophy versus 3 trophies. Bro, the tournament player can help with 1 of the 3 tournaments, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that takes pressure off the momentum that's played in the league.
Right. But then, knowing that how our man Edwards and his people operate, they will be in the tournament scouting somebody that you say I didn't see. Right? Right now, I'm going with...
You're right. Yeah. I respect your 3-man wish list. I challenge you before you go to war. I challenge you to find a center back, because you mentioned that, a left back, because you mentioned that, and a 6 because you mentioned that. And I think not the next time we'll link up, but if you have it, whenever you have those 3, I think we should link back up, because like I said, your first 3, it's decent, but I feel like 1 of them was not applicable, and the other 2. So if you come back and you have a center back, a left back, and a 6. I'm telling you, Quasi, if you get 3 out of those 6 players, you should be a happy man.
Oh yeah, that's why I have faith in my boy Edwards, because I know if he brings, even if they, you were asking a question about the front 3 that the 3 that I asked. If he bring players who are either close to them or higher, will I be happy? Hell yeah, I'll be happy. That's why I'm like, if you don't get Isak and you get Watkins, I'll be happy. Because I know Watkins can score, and he's durable and he works hard, right? Actually, he can also operate from the wing if you watch him.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I see anyone in those groups, the 6 or the center back or the left back, I'll send them your way so you can give them a quick Google and maybe a YouTube reel.
Yeah.
And form an opinion on it. I'm not sending you to men's games and men leagues.
No,
I trust your ability to find a YouTube reel and a Google search to say whether or not you think he's of a level or not.
All right. And that's why I also throw you that the center back, the Usman Diamante guy, which
text me his name. I'll give him a once over and see what's going on there.
he's the new he's the new generation of, I call him the offsprings of Virgil van Dijk. Big, strong, calm, collected.
He's an equivalent to De Ligt before he went to Juventus.
Kind of how remember how De Ligt was, and then he went to Juventus and then he messed up, right? I don't know why you go to a league that they are very defensive but you still come back bad. That does not make sense to me. But sometimes it's the league that you are in. It does. And now people have thrown in Ignacio. Ignacio's been thrown out there for about 2 years now. And he will fit
season,
yeah, he will fit the one that you want, like you said, the left-sided center back.
Yeah, he's on my wish list. I think he's the only one on my wish list so far. Okay. Bailey's not like on my wish list, but I'm thinking if people are throwing names in for the winger, I don't think Williams is quite ready per se. So I think keeping Salah and adding Williams make more sense. And the same goes for Elise. There are certain players, they do make sense, but I would say it's in conjunction to the guy they're replacing.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
Because, quick question. Eze versus Elise, who's
Eze or Elise? Yeah. I think Elise for us because Eze is as a 10, and we have an abundance of those.
Okay.
I'm not going to debate who he's better than, but we have way too many of his positions to go get him. Doesn't make any sense. So I'll go Eze because we don't have an abundance in that area. So it's almost like filling in the available, area. We have way too many 10s to go get another 10. That's why I'm not big on Musiala. Bro, I'm not one to watch football and go, oh, he's a baller, Bro, we already got 6 men in his position. Why are we getting him? You know what I mean? Let's get a next man then.
Well, with me, if we were to sell Salah, that would be the guy I want to spend a lot more money on. Because we have so many players. Yes, you're right. We have so many players who could play that position, through the middle. But to me, he is specialized in that. Most of our guys tend to be Swiss knives. They do multiple things. But right now, I think our manager is one of the main guy he needs to help revitalize is Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, as we know it, when he plays for Leipzig or Hungary, he is the number 10. He is the Don Dada. And I think him being in that position where when he gets the ball, he's just looking in front of him is much better than him running all over the place and coming back and get the ball and trying to do something. By the time he gets to the front, his legs has given up. So I think
they say he's the next Gerrard. I think he's just the next Genie, a guy who's mid for us but banks for his country.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you know me, I love my manager club. Sometimes he has, like I say, he is the architect of his own mishaps. Sometimes, he makes certain decisions that even people who are not, as experienced as he is, will sit back and be like, "Why did you do that? Or why did you make that kind of decision or tactical?" Right. So, but I think Szoboszlai is one of those players. I think Gakpo is going to have an immense season next year because he will be relegated to the position that he's favorable is. He's not going to be playing 8. I think if he's going to come through the middle, he will be a number 10. That's it. Right?
Maybe well, next time we'll link up, cause we'll touch base on who's in what position. Maybe even get a little graphics up.
I'm gonna find one of these graphics out here because my graphics game is kind of poor right now.
So see, maybe you need to work on your graphics before you go to war. But I've given you your 3 charges.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you fix those up, we'll reconvene. Because I don't want us to be going to war over nothing. You know what I'm saying? If we can compromise now, let's compromise now.
No, we agree. We agree that the 3, one of them will be suffice, right? 1 or 2, depending on what we do with Diaz and Salah. But right now, Salah is not going anywhere per what they're saying. But this is something also I wanted to bring out to your attention, that even though they say Salah is not going anywhere, I'm starting to see that Liverpool fans are now getting wiser and said maybe they're saying that so they could sell it, because you can't say I'm selling this guy and get maximum funds for it. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm gonna sell something and I'll be like, yeah, this is my top of the line, I'm selling. Why are you selling if it's your top of the line? But if I say I don't want to sell them and you have to twist my arm, then the price has to go up. You get what I'm saying? Yep. Salah, Jabari's gone. You'll be back. But yeah, that's my whole thing with the Salah situation, where even though people, as you know, Edwards and the club came out and said we are not. Salah is expected to stay at Liverpool. Salah has also said that he wants to stay at Liverpool. Listening to David Austin and James Pierce today, they said even the clubs that are interested in Salah, especially the ones from the Saudi Arabia, are also saying they are also saying that they don't think that Salah will leave this summer. Possibility that he will leave next summer. So that is what people are looking at. But you know, I remember that Salah and his agent once said if a deal cannot be had, they will just basically go for free. And I don't think Edwards wants Salah to go for free. And one thing that people don't understand, people also who are so upset that Edward is back because they think he's here to sell Salah, Virgil, and all these men. Salah is Edward's guy. Edward is the one who got Salah to Liverpool. Remember, Klopp didn't want him. Klopp was looking for, I think it was Julian Brandt at the time. So I don't know why people assume that because Edward is here, he wants to sell him. Maybe he will keep him and say, okay, let me see. He had a bad year. Let's see if we could, with the new manager, new tactics, new everything, he will get better. So that's what I'm saying. So the whole thing of Edwards this, Edwards that, I don't get it. Salah is at Liverpool because of Edwards, and he is a big Salah fan. So I'm not surprised that after what happened on Sunday, they all came out and said they're expecting Salah to stay. And Salah also said, I want to stay at Liverpool. Now, if you read between the lines, which usually I like to do, keyword expect, meaning we put it on Salah. So that means when we give you the contract, we expect you to sign it so you could stay, because if you don't sign it, we're not going to let you stay. And we're not going to let you go for free. Salah, on the other hand, threw it back at them and said, I want to stay here, meaning since I want to stay here, y'all better give me what I need to stay here. That's how I see it. So during the summer, there's going to be a lot of conversation, and I think a decision will be made way before after the Euros. It's going to be made probably before the Euros or in between the Euros, because I do not see Edwards and Richard waiting for a long time for a decision to be made. The same thing goes with Virgil. The same thing goes with Trent. Alisson, I think he got 2 more years, so they will probably, maybe when the season starts, they will start having a conversation with him. But this is one thing that I think Liverpool have dropped the ball on, is we used to be very good at this, where when it comes to contracts, it's taken care of before the second year of their last 2 years even hit. But in the last 2 years, we have waited till everybody's contract has hit the last year, which is very on Liverpool-like. So I'm expecting Richard Hughes, I think, to get the ball rolling and start seeing who wants to stay and who they're going to move on. And contract that needs to be renewed right away. We're not going to wait till the last 2 years or the last year of the player's contract. That has cost us a lot of a lot of money in the last 2 years. You know, there's no way we let Genie's contract run down like that. And Edwards was there. I don't know why he allowed that. There's no way we let who also when Mane also left, 1 year left. That should have never happened. You know, we should have made more money on him than that 40 million that we got. Salah right now, Virgil, Trent. It makes no sense. That is not a Liverpool way of doing business. But right now, there's a new structure, new sheriff in town. Let's see what he does. Now, the situation between Salah and Klopp, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I saw the video. I don't know what was said, but Klopp wanted to shake his hand. He gave Klopp a slap and, like a high five, like, okay. But Klopp wanted to hey, shake my hand, look me in the face. But the player was not feeling Klopp at the time. And at that time, I feel like Klopp should have just let it go. Let it go. He did it with Mane, where one time he wanted to shake Mane's hand and Mane was like, nah. And Klopp let it go. Sometimes just let it go. Let the person cool down. After the game, walk him into the dressing room and be like, yo, don't do that. If I want to shake your hands, just shake my hands and keep going. You don't have to talk to me. And also, yes, Salah also reacted a little bit too much, And after the match, when he was asked, hey, what's going on? He should have never said, if I speak, there's going to be fire. No, just let it go. Said, we talked about it in the dressing room, just like Klopp did. It was expressed in the dressing room, and everything is fine. We're moving on. And when he was asked again, do you think that Salah feels the same way? And he's like, that's what my impression is. So if Salah have something else to say, I'm saying, but don't make this hint that, oh, there's more to it, but I don't want to say because I'll be in trouble. Nah, just let it go. Let it go. At the end of the day, he's leaving, and you are potentially going to stay. And let's not forget, this manager has done everything for Salah to be able to succeed. Yes, Salah was also part of the reason why we are so successful. But I feel like both men were wrong. It wasn't a big deal. The aftermath is just media trying to get big up to Beijing Pops in the building. Big up yourself, man. Thank you. Your ear must be burning because you heard me say Salah and then you just popped up. Welcome. But yeah, I'm just saying the Sunday situation between Salah and Klopp is not a big deal, right? It has happened numerous times in Klopp's reign. He wanted to shake his hand. Salah gave him a fine, a pound or whatever, and Klopp wanted to shake his real hand, and he's like, no, I don't feel like it right now. And I think Klopp should have just let it go, talk to him later. At the same time, Salah also kind of make it a big deal by saying, if I speak, there will be fire. Don't say anything. Just walk. Just walk. Just walk. The fact that his agent hasn't come out to do what he usually does tells me that this was not a big deal. It was just two people were not happy with what was going on at the time, and they just, and the season, the way it happens. So let everybody go. That's not going to be the reason why they're going to sell Salah. And I'm glad that the club came out and tried to put water on it and said they expect Salah to stay. And Salah also did the great thing by saying, I want to stay. So at the end of the day, let's see if both sides could come on an agreement so that everybody will be happy as much as possible. But I think that's not a big deal. If I want Salah to leave Liverpool, it's not because of what happened on Sunday. And everybody knows I've said that his form has dipped way too low. He's not as good as he used to be. His defensive side has gone, especially on the right side. His defensive side on the right side is gone. But if they were to keep him, like you guys heard me and Zuberi talking about it, let's put him through the middle. That wing, he's done. We can't put him in the wing. He's done. He can't take a player on. He can't track back to defend. So I will put him through number 10. And if we have to, put him as a striker. We've seen him do all that, and he's been successful. So personally, if the club is going to keep him, Put him in a position where he's going to succeed. Don't put him on the wide, and then he's going to be he's not going to be an asset to the team. Let's put him, I'll put him in number 10 or number 9. On the wing, he's done. If he stays. But if you give me a choice, is he staying or leaving? I'll say, let's move him on and rebuild. Let's rebuild. Let's rebuild. Because if we want to succeed, we can keep all the old players if you want to succeed. No, I see you. I know you call Edwards and you'll be like, bro, you got to keep Salah. You got to keep Salah. And he's listening. See, Edward is not the big guy. It's not the bad guy, right? A lot of you guys were like, oh, Edwards, what's he going to do? Blah, blah. No, Edwards, I'm saying again, Salah, that's Edwards' man. All right. He brought him to Liverpool. So I'm pretty sure there is going to be an agreement. If the agreement is not there, I'll be surprised because the way how much Edwards likes Salah. So I'll be surprised if there's not a deal struck between them two. But again, if it's up to me, let's move him on. Bring somebody else. Let's keep on moving. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys joining myself and Zuberi. We had a good conversation. I told you who what my agenda is, the players that I want, right? And Pop, let me know what you think about this, right? This is the players that I said I want. And Zuberi thought that it could happen, but there you go. These are the gentlemen that I'm looking for to come to Liverpool. But listen to what Zuberi is saying. It's like this guy right here, it will be tough and it doesn't make sense because we already have like ample of midfielders and number 10s in the club. This is a greater option. He's young with players like Mo. If Mo's staying, he can learn from Mo Salah a lot on that, on the wing. He's very talented, fast, and I think he needs to also work on his end product. This gentleman here, which is Isak, is going to be tough because you already got Jota. If you have Jota, he and Jota, same type of player, injury prone, but they don't have to score. I think Isak is a better goal scorer than Jota. If you ask me between Jota and this guy, I would choose Isak all day long. Now, for us to get him, that means we may have to lose Diaz or Jota. So let me know what y'all think. That's my agenda for the summer. We'll be back. We have to also talk about, the other side, the defense and the midfield, which we all understand that we need a 6. We can't tell me that we don't need a 6. We do need a 6. And this manager goes with a pivot. So we need a 6. If you have Enzo, I don't want Endo to go in. I don't want Endo to go anywhere. But we need another person who is an out-and-out 6. We can't have Joey playing a 6. All right. I think we need a center back. Pop says we need to add an attacker without selling one. I want 6 up top. Yes, you have always said that. I agree in a sense. Because we need somebody who is healthy, who can score goals. That's what I'm saying. But Diaz, we don't know with the Diaz conversation, the way his dad has been trying to prep him ready for Barcelona, Edward is not going to roll with that kind of foolishness. So if he wants to leave, they will let him go now. So, listen to what Zuberi said. If Diaz were to move on, or you move Diaz on, then you could bring Isak, and then you have Nico Williams with it. Now, the next step is let's talk about the 6 and the center back. Would you want to bring a center back in or bring a left back? Diaz is fine, but if he wants to, then we can. That's exactly what I'm saying. I agree with you. He's been playing well in the last couple of games, which will perk up some of these scouts who, if they need him. But Barcelona is not where he's going. They ain't got the cash. Barcelona do not have the money. They still owe us for Coutinho's money. So it's not going to be that. But I can see PSG maybe making a play because Mbappe is leaving. PSG is going to leave. Mbappe leaves, PSG becomes Dombele's team. What you saying, bro? Go back for Levi, the Chelsea Blues. Nah. He hasn't impressed me this season at all. Kwanzaa has done way much better than him. All right. So now this is the two lists, Pops. We have Ignacio and Usman Diamonde. Which one? Which one do you want? I'm leaning them two. I don't care who we get because Ignacio can play the left side. Diamonde can play the right side. He's solid, just like Virgil. He's in the style of Virgil, solid, strong, but very calm. He said, I would like another 6, keep Mike 10 out of that spot. I agree. Now, with slot coming 4-2-3-1, that means you're going to have a 6 and number 8. That's why we might have to keep McAllister there, right? He will be the one of the pivot where he will be the offensive one. But then I'm saying that slot job is to make sure that Szoboszlai is back. He needs to work on Szoboszlai. That is the guy. Gravenberg is also starting to play better. Gravenberg can rotate with McAllister, especially when we have a 6 with where there's a 2 of them there. Then he doesn't have to worry about running all over the place. I'm telling you, Gravenberg will be balling. Ignacio was one we were linked with for it's been like 2 years. I am good either way because VVQ has won me over. I feel Ibu will be better next. Ibu will be good, but I'm looking at the injury. The injuries is the reason why I'm looking at it. Ubu is a very physical specimen, and he will get injured. That's why I say we need one more. So if it's Usman Diamante or Ignacio, I'm good. VVQ is, to me, the next Matip. He almost play identical, just like it. I love Nunes, but if we got a big offer, it has to be considered. Nunes has 2 seasons now. He ain't going to learn composure. It's a risk keeping him another season. I pray he comes good. The thing that kills me is Liverpool has been blessed of legends who know how to score goals. Why one of them did not say, let me go over there and work with him? Rashi, where are you at? You could have, what was the God? Where are you at? You could have all gone to Klopp and say, hey, let us work with him. Let us work with him. That never gets to me. Remember when Ibe, he used to call Dalglish, and Dalglish would come in. Robbie Fowler, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Ibe used to call Dalglish, and Dalglish will, even though Dalglish is fine anywhere, as soon as he gets to Liverpool, he goes straight to the Melwood and work with Ibe. Why did nobody try to work with him? I don't get it. So you say Robbie Fowler was like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. Oh man, that's cold. I would love to see him come back and help me. That's what I'm saying. Robbie and Rashi can literally help him because this guy is an athlete. He's an athlete. He just needs composure. He just needs to calm down. His mentality. If you put his mentality into Jota and his physical strength into Jota, we will be cooking. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. They should try. You can't sit on the outside, especially Robbie Fowler. You should not be sitting outside talking about he's not the guy when you cannot go out there and help the boy out. You could have been. You guys are always welcome. You guys are ambassadors of the club. I believe even John Barnes used to help Sterling out, right? So I don't get it. I don't get it. Instead of talking trash about him, go in there and say, "Hey, let me help you." If Nunes says no, then I get it, right? Or if Klopp says no, then it's cool. But if you love this club and you are an ambassador of this club, and you have formed a legend of this club, rather than you criticize him, make an attempt to help him. That's it. No one can perform miracles when saying that if Robbie God help Nunez, maybe he'll be. No, sometimes this is the thing. This is the thing that people don't understand. All the great players have to work hard on certain things as they grow, as they mature. Right? And sometimes some people, like, you need people, like all the greats. Messi used to talk to Ronaldinho all the time. Right? You remember how shy he used to be? He used to talk to them. That's all you need. He's not out there creating miracles, Paul. He's just out there giving guidance and be like, bro, when you are here, calm down. I remember I listened to Thierry Henry every single time, how he explained how the game is he played, the way Arsene Wenger helped him, how Arsene Wenger used to teach him how to operate with other players. Just because Perez can do this doesn't mean Ljungberg can do that. So figure out what Ljungberg is good at and figure out what his weaknesses are, and then figure out what Perez is, and then make your runs according to each individual's strength. Right? So it's something that you can teach. You could, and then it's up to Nunez for him to practice. 10,000 hours makes, that's why it makes you what do they call it, 10,000 hours. And even 10,000 hours is not perfection. It's just 10,000 hours for your body to have the muscle memory. So you can, just like you can close your eyes and put food in your mouth, it'll take 10,000 hours for him to get it. So he needs help. He needs a lot of help. You want him to dodge bullets? Is that what we're talking about right now, Paul? Is that what we're talking about? But anyway, since Paul doesn't want to take it serious, I'm out of here. Big up to Mandem showing up. Big up to Zuberi coming out helping us out at the barber shop. And we will be back with Zuberi. And guess what? He's giving me an assignment. He wants me to look for who's going to be my center back, or who's going to be my left back, and who's going to be my out and out number 6. So I'm going to do my homework. And when we come back again at LFC, LFC VYBEZ in the barber shop, we will talk about it. This will be his last season if he doesn't change gears. I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. Smash up the like button. Thank you so much, Ultimate Turk. Appreciate you coming through, man. It's been a minute, man. When was the last time I saw you? Where you been all my life? Good to see you. Big up yourself, Bajan Paul. Appreciate you. I think you guys have a show today, right? Please, people, jump on the Bajan Brothers, Bajan Reds. They have a show today. Go and support and like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. And then on Friday, this Friday is gonna be wow. I hope you're there. Don't run away. Don't run away, pops. It's rookie numbers, boys. Come on, 100. Thank you. Please, thank you. Get the likes up, people. Come on. Get the likes up. Get the subs up if you haven't. Share. Please. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll be there. Or you square. And make sure my plane lands this time. Unbelievable. But appreciate every single one of you guys. Crazy Bold. Peace.